Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Slay the Spire, Ascension level 11. We didn't win on 11. We won... Well, we beat the third act. We didn't beat the fourth act because I clicked the wrong button, so we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again, damn it! We could do lose your starting relic, obtain a random boss relic to get a little bit wild with it, since we should have won on the last run, or we could just remove a couple of cards, remove a strike and a defend, and then just add in better cards to replace those cards. I'm going to do that. We're going to remove a strike and a defend and make the deck better earlier. I also gotta say, I really like the idea of this possible 4 elite path, not necessarily for the elites, but for the options we have on that path. This is a horrible starting turn. We could bail at any point in time and kind of take a different path off to the side. Well, at least this is a better turn, but it's still not great. As soon as we draw Eruption and attacks, you're dead. I hate that we took that 7 damage on turn 1, but... Well, what could I do? I've already done everything I could do in order to try to thin out the deck and fix the draw, and we still kind of screwed it up there. I will say next turn is 4 attacks. Well, I mean, if this doesn't kill you, I'm not taking 6 damage, so it has to kill you. Crescendo, Nirvana, Conclude. I'm gonna take a Conclude. I've never taken this card, so I don't know if it's gonna be good for us, but let's give it a shot. I'll take the gold. Still gonna skip the shop, I think. Like, okay, if we deal 12 damage to all enemies, you're dead, so we should block instead. Okay, I see it. I see it being useful. It's gonna be hard to use on certain fights, but if it ends up being used, it's probably good. Follow-up or Flying Sleeves. I do like the retain. I also like the extra energy, so we can play more cards. Okay, you know what? And Conclude, admittedly, is pretty good for rooms like this. You have 26 HP? Excuse me? That's insane. Maybe I should have hit him and waited for Conclude. Yeah, I should have hit him and then let Conclude finish him off. So, we're going to defend, crush joints, follow up, kill the sneaky gremlin so we take none, and then we can do 8 damage next turn. We're going to draw Conclude, it's guaranteed. So all we need to do is hit you and Conclude. I hate that you're going to gain strength, and I hate that you're still going to be alive, so maybe we should Erupt. Conclude will do 24 damage and kill everyone. Okay. I mean, I like it. I also like a Deceive Reality. 7 block plus a safety in hand is pretty good. I do like Sash Whip. We're adding a lot of attacks, though. We've added Crush Joints, Conclude, and Follow Up. Let's add a block. I also like this block because it's a block that you can store by playing it for energy, which we're going to do on this turn because I'm going to play the Miracle to make you vulnerable. Unless we gamble. Hate it. I hate it, but on the plus side, it means we're going to be drawing Eruption. And I suppose we're going to play it on this turn to kill you next turn as quickly as possible. We're going to take 16 damage. I need 2 attacks to kill you. That works. Not bad. I mean, 16 damage. Mummified Hand. We need cheap powers. I always take a Battle Hymn, but it actually makes sense now. It's a synergy. This is not just me memeing. There's a reason to play that card now. Conclude seems like the Watcher version of Die, Die, Die. The trick is, if you conclude in your Wrath state, you're taking a lot of damage. Yeah, we're going to be taking a lot of powers. Not all of them. You know, we don't want to take so many powers that we have a hard time against the Awakened one, but cards like Fasting are a no-brainer, I think, at this point, and we want to upgrade it as soon as we can. This is the fight that I'm thinking Conclude is going to be really good on. It made Eruption free! I can't. Or can I? We're not confused permanently, and we should draw Vigilance. Am I okay taking 20 damage? Because Conclude gets 2 kills. 24 plus 24 is 48. That's a kill. So if I Crush Joints you and Conclude, you're not dead. The thing is, if I Fasting and it hits Smite or Conclude, I think I can kill both. No, because two energy is not enough. Well, I think you take 20 and you kill one. Taking 20 damage on the Sentry fight is no problem. I've seen worse Sentry fights. We don't really get any value from the fight. You know, we're not playing Lesson Learned or anything, at least not yet, but maybe we will. I understand the value of a Tranquility, but I hate that you can't really get value of it unless you're already in Calm, which means I have to play Vigilance. No, sorry. If I play it when I'm in Vigilance, I get nothing, and the only way I can exit is with Eruption right now, which means I only get energy. Unless we Erupt, play attacks, hope for a kill, and if we don't get a kill, we go back into Calm state, but that's kind of what the Conclude is for. You want to play this with Wrath, ideally, maybe get a kill, if I don't KO with it. You can't play Conclude and then Tranquility, you gotta play Tranquility and then Conclude. And I'm just trying to talk myself in or out of taking one of these cards. I'll take a Tranquility. Start Calm. Pretty good. I am gonna get the Fasting upgrade. This is an awkward one because we only have 20 HP, but we have Distilled Chaos. We have a relatively strong deck, I feel. I think we'll be okay. I mean, as of right now, we have 4 strength, 4 decks up, only 2 energy. But I don't think that's too much of a problem. Crush Joints, it doesn't matter. Conclude is better. So let's battle him. Safety. Miracle. Crush Joints. Conclude. You're dead next turn. Fantastic. Save the potion. Save the potion. Save the potion. Cut Through Fate, Empty Body, Protect. I like a Protect. You don't need to build around Protects or Retains. You can just have them. Am I okay playing the first 3 cards of my draw pile? Well, I don't know what they would be, and I don't want to wake you up, so I'm just going to say, battle him. End turn, we're just going to stall. You know, let's get those retain cards in hand. I want to play Fasting as well. I think we're going to Distill Chaos when he wakes up. That way I get value from blocks. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Well, we'll put Smites in our hands so we can play them when we Erupt in the future. For now, though, we are going to hit him hard. Hello. Hello, darkness, my old friend. and then next turn pop Distilled Chaos. If we can't kill him. I mean, we might be able to. We might be able to take no damage and stall. Or take 2 damage and continue to stall. Two damage is not a problem. Zero damage, not a problem. And then we've got all these smites in hand. We can erupt on this turn. He's dead. We took 2 damage and saved the potion. That's pretty good. We get Bag of Prep, another skill potion. And a Sash Whip would be nice for weakness. We really have no other way of applying weakness. Just had to make sure I did that. Also, hi, Mud. Foresight is... You know what? Foresight's a decent power. We should take it. I had to think about it for a minute, but then I thought about it and realized we should grab it. It's good. You know, we want the ability to scry so we can draw better cards. I'll remove a strike. Louse and Slaver, annoying. I didn't hit a block. I can play 1 defend though. Actually, watch this. This is gonna be a funny one. Eruption, Tranquility. Oh hey, look, I have enough for blocks. You're doing 20 damage. Here is 25 block. Mud changed the game name, he didn't change the title. You are not doing anything. Strikes work. Strike. Follow up. Conclude. We're not killing you, but if we're not able to play attacks, let's not battle him. Let's just make sure we draw our blocks. And we will play blocks and end turn. Having 2 energy sucks, but we get so much value out of playing cards because of our strength and dex that it's actually okay. For the time being, we would definitely like to change things up later. I think I'll take a tantrum. I think I'll rest. Just to make sure we don't die against this guy. If we can't flip him, we are in for a rough time. And because we have Tranquility, I think I will Crush Joints, Erupt, Strike, get a safety in hand. You're doing 20 damage. Well, we can enter Calm. I think we want to Foresight first. I was really hoping it would hit that card, so I'm glad. We're taking 2 damage. That's acceptable for us to get stronger. There's my fasting. Tranquility. I guess we're just gonna play the safety. Now we have the risky part, which is we only have 2 energy. I do like this turn though, because we can flip him super easily. Same damage. We need a Tranquility, or sorry, we need a Vigilance, and we got it. Take no damage. Then we can play Protect if we need it, etc., etc. He's doing 16 damage. We'll be able to get 16 block out of 2 defends. In fact, we can get it out of a Defend Deceive. Slow playing it, but it's completely working. I'm okay taking 4 damage if we play a safety. So let's Crush, follow up. Can't flip you. 24 damage, can't flip you. Say we'll take 4 damage. No reason in playing a potion to save, you know, a small amount of damage like that. You know, I would much rather wait for a turn like this, and then we will Erupt. Hit him. Hit him. Should have probably tantrumed, actually, because if we had tantrumed, we would have... doesn't matter. We would have put it back in the draw pile, and it would have only played for 1 instead of 2 energy. Would have had another attack. We could have killed him on the last turn, but it doesn't matter because he is dead. You take Lesson Learned. Establishment is a great card, but I think you go with Lesson Learned. Upgrading cards is going to be so important. We can get energy, we can get draw, we can get another establishment, but Lesson Learned right now is the most important thing, I think. And we're going to go Busted Crown. It sucks for getting back to establishment and adding another one to the deck, but I would rather have Lesson Learned. Maybe that's the wrong call. It very well might be, but being able to kill things and upgrade cards is super important. And it also means that we don't don't lose so much by playing fasting. It means that we can get into combat instead of doing question marks. We got value. Wrath does not... Sorry. Disposable account, Wrath does not double Beat of Death. Don't worry about it. It only doubles attack damage. Beat of Death is not attack damage. It's a buff that the heart has. I am worried about elites. We have to fight 1 if we take this path. Once we play fasting, it's okay. Ah, screw it. Let's do it. Question marks into an elite. Why not? I will defend. Crush. Strike. Strike. And take 1 damage. The birds will knock themselves out. In fact, we should have left you up. I should have just played Protect and let you guys just annihilated yourselves. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. I really want to play this. 22 damage. 6, 5. I'd rather take the 1 flying out of the equation. It takes more damage out. He's dead, but we can kill him on the next turn. Okay, Deceive Reality, that's a very good upgrade. You're doing 15 damage. Well, seems like an acceptable turn for that. Twigbreaker, you have a good night. Thanks for being here and all that. I think it's too late to play fasting. Because I can just do this. Perseverance. Absolutely worth taking. Retain blocks are very good, I feel. I can't punch through his armor unless I play Conclude at the end of turn. But if I strike, follow up, Conclude, that's extra energy being spent on that. You know what? I think it's worth doing. Miracle, strike, follow up, vigilance, defend, conclude. We take 1 damage, but we do punch down his plated armor once. Battle him. Fasting. We can only play 1 block, so we're gonna play this one. Busted Crown helps me to not take ridiculously thin decks, says Milk Jug. Well, I mean, the thick decks have been working well so far. I haven't had too much of a problem with them. This is going to be an interesting one. Never mind, we killed him. I'd rather kill him than take a whole bunch of damage. An upgraded Protect. I'm gonna take it. Bottled Lightning. Bottled Lightning. What do we want in our hand? Nothing. You know, we'll probably draw some defends every turn, some skills, some attacks on your first turn with Bag of Prep. But what I don't like is not having things like Panacea, Seek, Turbo. I know they're the wrong class, but you know what I mean, right? We don't even need Vigilance. We start Combat Calm. What skill do we want in hand? None. maybe Deceive Reality for block on turn 1, but we'd rather get powers out. Powers and draw. And what we do not have here is powers or draw. Draw! An early Protect is nice. So you have emergency block turn 1, but we could just take the Sapphire Key and then have better relics in the future. But I think I've talked myself into a... Well, Deceive Reality is actually better block turn 1. It's 19 versus 16, but this retains. Give me the Protect. Because we have Bag of Prep, a Protect means we can retain it and play it cheaper in the future. I think here, I will keep removing strikes before defends. It does make the deck a little bit more defensive, but I think it's okay. I'll play a potion next turn, maybe. Gotta kill these guys quick, though. Seems like a good time to conclude. 32 damage to all enemies. We can just do 10. We can make this do 42 damage to all enemies. So this will do 42 damage. So you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. But we probably don't want to kill them all, because if we kill them all, we're not playing Lesson Learned. So I will safety. Wreath of Flame. Conclude. You got to admit that's a pretty good turn. And we played Lesson Learned, so it was absolutely worth the stall. Conclude works against these guys. The problem is we got to draw it and play it. Enter Divinity. Conclude Divinity will probably kill. So let's stall and block and defend. That's very good. You guys are doing 34 damage, huh? Well, free. Free. I'd rather not overblock too much. We'll take 4 damage. I'm okay taking 4 damage to save the Protect for the next turn. It saves the Protect and the Miracle. Let's do it. We need Conclude. I'd like Follow-Up. If we're concluding, we don't need Tranquility. Kind of don't love this turn, but maybe this is actually a Distilled Chaos. Or Divinity. Will Divinity be okay? Divinity will do, instead of 14, 42 damage. So a strike, follow-up, Lesson Learned will get a kill easily, but strike, follow-up will get a kill on another enemy, and Lesson Learned will kill you, and then we can actually stall out this slaver. We can kill, like, the Taskmaster and the slaver on the left, and then this guy, we won't be able to attack next turn, but we've got to protect. We'll draw another one. We'll be able to outblock him easily. So we enter Divinity, 42 damage, we have to hit you with a strike. We'll hit you with a follow-up, we'll conclude. We have the energy for it, I think we just do it. Actually, we're definitely going to have the energy because we're going to be in Divinity state. We're going to have an infinite amount of energy, now that I think about it. Can we do this without potioning? Probably, but I'm just going to do this to simplify my life. We have 8 energy. That does 48 damage. So actually, we only need to Lesson Learned one of them. The other ones are all dead anyways. So... yeah, just kill them all. For a potion, that's not bad, and we got Stone Calendar, which is amazing. I hate it, but I'm gonna do it. Lots of upgrade opportunities. We could do multiple elite fights. That scares the crap out of me, but maybe we can make it work because we have a seemingly good deck. Now, the Book of Stabbing is going to suck. We don't even have weakness. And the first couple of turns against the Gremlin leader would be annoying. I'm not gonna risk going 2 elites without being able to bail. And instead, I'm just gonna upgrade cards. I think a Battle Hymn turn 1 is excellent. We could fight one more elite. Let's go fight one elite on a path in which we have more ability to bail if we need to. So Battle Hymn. It's a defend. You guys are doing 23 damage. There you go. Coward. I might be a coward, but I'm a coward who is currently living. I hate this turn. But we'll smite you. You might get healed next turn. There's actually a way of telling. It's like if they're 16 HP down before Ascension 17 and then 20 HP down after Ascension 20, they'll stop and do a heal. It's a pretty good turn. Yeah, 16 at this Ascension level. And you are dead. I would like to just get this for free, because a smite will kill you. So I'm just going to kill you. Then we'll play Foresight, then we'll play Fasting. I do not care that Lesson Learned is free. We're going to just use it on the Mystic in the future. What are you doing? Nothing. We don't need a second Protect in hand. I think a Crush Joints is better. Pretty okay turn for it. 24 damage. Hit ya. Keep trying to stall out for that Lesson Learned again. What are you doing? Nothing, okay. Draw as fast as we can. I would like to not kill you, so I am going to not play anything. That establishment would be really nice right about now, wouldn't it? Oh, I clicked the wrong button. We can't be having wrong button click mistakes in these runs. Don't forget Stone Calendar. That's a good point, but I am still going to try to stall whenever possible, and if Stone Calendar kills the enemies, so be it. You know, we have 7 turns to stall. It's worth it. It's worth it to try. But that is a good point. Thank you for reminding me. Freydacula. Third Eye, Madness. Eruption, Ragnarok. Sands of Time, Madness. Eruption, Third Eye. So the only card we can take is Third Eye. We have Scry. We don't need Third Eye. Sands of Time. We don't need because we're adding smites. So we don't take anything here. May have taken Ragnarok, but we don't have a Talk to the hand, so I don't know. It might not be worth it. Let us upgrade first. And I am going to upgrade. And I am going to upgrade either Perseverance or Foresight. I don't think we need Force Scry, but better block on turn 1 and better block gain is probably more important. And the Book of Stabbing sucks ass. So this will be a difficult fight for sure. We got 2 powers out, so I'm just going to say that's fine. You take some damage from the Caltrops. You are doing that much damage. I'm going to keep Deceive Reality. I'm going to dump the other ones, though. I want to get to Fasting. Perfect. We need to get to Fasting in order to put up blocks. Defend puts me at 23. And then we can conclude. Keep the smite. An eruption at some point might be able to kill him, doing 24 damage. Let's get that perseverance in hand. Okay. 24. So each smite is 48 damage. You are absolutely dead. The only question is, do we want to kill you on this turn or in the future? I'd like to kill you in the future once we get lesson learned. So let's get you down to as little HP as possible. Tranquility back. $24 damage. We have smites to kill you next turn. We're taking no damage. We have time, and we have the means to lesson learned. We should always try to do this whenever we can. We've done it before, we're gonna keep doing it. We don't need a second one. I do like the relics we have. We can very cheaply remove cards from shops. One day we'll go to a shop. Believe me, it'll happen. I had the energy, didn't need to play that miracle, that's fine. We have Tranquility in hand. Fasting's a great play. I think we're going to Tantrum. That takes you down to 1 HP and you will die. I don't want you dead. I don't want you dead, damn it! 48 damage, 33. I only need to put up 10 block if I calm. So I'm gonna defend Tranquility. We can hold on to the Protect for a possible stall. And you're dead. Upgrades all cards. No. That's not what we're looking for. We do not upgrade cards in this deck anymore. We let Lesson Learn do that. At 42 HP, I think I'll upgrade. I'm wary of this, but I think with our dex and strength being high, Foresight will be able to keep us drawing the correct cards. This is a good turn. I'm going to gain strength. Ka-ka! Ka-ka! Ka 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 ka. I'll take 2. Save the miracle. 14 damage. Well, there's Foresight and there's Fasting. 14 damage. That is not a problem. Might as well play the Smite. Our strength is slowly growing, and eventually we will just be able to one-shot this guy. That's the plan anyways. 27 damage, huh? Unfortunately, the smites will fill up my hand, but hopefully we can play him slowly, but surely. Alright, there's our block. You're taking a turn off, perfect. I'm gonna draw through everything to Tantrum. So we're gonna Tantrum. Crush, follow up, smite, smite. You're not gonna buff on the next, you're not gonna heal on the next turn, so we could try to kill you straight up. We're not gonna kill you straight up. We're technically dead. If we put up 1 block, we can kill you next turn straight up. Straight up. So I'm kind of thinking, just play this safety, and then a Tantrum conclude. What if we just put up as much block as possible on this turn? We take 6 damage. Our strength continuously rises. You're not even healing because I didn't hit you. That's actually lovely. Because now, you're vulnerable. You're getting hit. You're getting hit again. You got 71 HP. I don't think you're healing. You're not healing. You're gonna heal on this turn. We can absolutely lesson learned you. You are dead, my friend, and we have another card upgraded. 51 damage, 60. Lesson learned upgraded itself. Devotion. It's a power. It works. We'll take it. Add 3 miracles on the start of combat. I like it, but I also like Cursed Key. It's late. We can easily remove the curse on the cheap. We're going to take the Cursed Key instead. 1 energy forever is better than 3 energy once. So we need to hit... Oh, we have to hit the Burning Elite! Damn it. We might still be able to remove a card, but yeah, we have to hit up the Burning Elite first. That is unfortunate. So we're going to hit this shop. We could hit 1 elite before the Burning Elite. With 5 energy, it's possible to make that work. I like question mark paths, so I like the question marks. My favorite thing. You're doing 11 damage. Well, there we go. If I erupt, I can play Protect and take none. I kind of like that, actually. That's 9 damage, that's 9 damage. I have Battle him out. I think we got you next turn. Especially considering that we can choose what to draw. Didn't get lesson learned, might want to stall. What is this? Entropic Brew, Distilled Chaos. Those are good potions. They both glow. 7 and 12, that's 19 block. 19 plus 7 is like 25? 26? Am I okay taking 2 to get the lesson learned? Yes, yes I am. I'm okay taking 2 to get the lesson learned. Fear Potion, no thank you. Cut Through Fate. I do like the draw, but I don't like the card. Lose all gold to obtain a relic, no thank you. Cursed, receive madness. We can become cursed. The madness doesn't interest me because we have energy and ways of making cards free. So I'm going to take the curse and we'll remove it at this shop right there. Ignore the strike. Well, these question marks have been absolutely god-awful. We should have gone for combat. Gotten upgrades from combats. That is a bit of a mistake, not doing that. But that's okay. We learn our lesson. We move on. We succeed. We thrive. We survive. Deceive reality. Well, we're going to be playing a lot of blocks on this turn, I have a feeling. To be fair, we have the energy to play blocks. How much damage are we taking? We are taking 48? 47. I hate playing Perseverance, but I'm going to play it anyways. 23 damage incoming. I hate it. We're gonna have to Wrath, I think. $16. Each one is 32 damage. 21 and 32 doesn't kill you. We gotta hit you twice. This might be Distilled Chaos, unfortunately, but it's gonna hit Conclude and end my turn. So, well, if we wipe one, we take the same amount of damage, so we might as well Tantrum. But let's run the math. 16, 32. 32 plus 21 is 53. I can wipe one exactly. wipe the one doing the most damage. And then we can wipe the other one. Wow, we've done it. Now, draw, lesson learned. This will take us to 20. This will take us to 36. Each smite will kill an enemy, so they won't be able to hurt me. The only thing I want to draw is lesson learned. Because you're dead. You're dead. And you're dead. Great stall mechanic. Follow-up. Don't need it. We already have one. I don't think we need two. I don't really know what this deck does. It doesn't really do all that much. It just plays powers. They're good powers, admittedly. Hate playing both, but we need to play both to avoid taking damage. Okay, I mean, I'll take it. And Smite, we could play it for 1 damage, or we could hold on to it. I'll hold on to it. Could be a good Wrath turn with Tranquility. Didn't draw Wrath, unfortunately. There's both of them. So, we're gonna stall. Well, I mean, we could Distilled Chaos. It's likely to... Well, it could hit Conclude. If it hits Conclude, we take 42 damage, so we're not going to do that. We got to be careful with cards like Conclude. Even Vault would be okay, because Vault just gives you another turn, but Distilled Chaos right now might kill us. So if I play Deceive Reality, we'll get 16 and 11. We'll take no damage. Not really doing that much, though, on the turn, but, you know, we've got a couple of blocks for Storin. I can smite you for some damage anyways. You are not doing anything, but this seems like a pretty bad turn to Wrath. Unless we think we can kill you on the turn after. We still have a Tranquility in hand. Maybe this is the perfect turn to Wrath. Tantrum. Follow up. Conclude. We have Tranquility to play next turn if we want, but we'll have 2 smites. They will do a lot of damage. If we draw Crushed Joints, we can maybe get a kill. We have a Miracle, and we got Lesson Learned. This is actually just straight up perfect. I mean, sometimes you just get lucky. Sometimes I just get lucky. Devotion is 3 mantra per turn. Helps. We do not need 2 concludes. They kind of cannibalize each other. We go to a shop. Yes. Remove our curse. A second battle hymn. No. A meditate. Without a establishment, I think that's not that good. Panache is a good power, but we don't have expensive cards. We don't have like a Ragnarok or anything. We don't really need to make cards cheap. Strength we're absolutely going to go for. I'm going to go Strength. I'm going to try my damnedest to take as little damage as possible. Although, we have to get all 3 key pieces on this floor, so we have to basically rest here and get the key piece. So we might be able to gain Strength once on the next floor. I'll take Strawberry. I'll take Kunai. I'll take Gremlin Horn. Take Ancient Tea Set. I'll take Bag of Marbles. Taking a lot of relics, but yeah, I don't think we can make Gurya work. There is not enough time to get 3 strength. We can only get 1. So we have to say no. So we're gonna say no. What's the boss? Timekeeper? I don't really like Flash of Steel. Although with Kunai, Flash of Steel actually does make sense. Gain Dex. So I will buy it. Thinking ahead, draw 2 cards, put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. I'm going to say no on that. We need weakness. We don't have any weakness. Could get Sash Whip. Kind of hate it, but it'll get upgraded eventually. I think we have to take it. Talk to the hand we have to take. Okay. And then we'll save the rest of our money for the next shop. We spent a lot of money. But thanks to membership card and the courier, we had a lot of value from that shop. Also, don't be Reptomancer. It's the head. I want to do this fight. End turn. Yeah, membership card pays for itself very quickly, so I'm very glad I had the money for it. Devotion. I think we can play Miracle. Just to get vulnerability out? Well, we can play Defend. We have the energy to play everything else, so yeah, we'll play Defend instead. Hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him. Pretty good attack. Slowly build in decks. We've got 1 at least. Talk to the hand is nice. Talk to the hand Tantrum I actually really like on this turn. We'll end with Conclude. I gotta sneeze. Sorry. We have 6 energy. Talk to the hand. We're currently in Wrath state. Can Tranquility if we want to, or Vigilance for Sunblock. Yeah, I kind of like the turn. We're not getting to fasting though. So you know what? Let's get to fasting. No, we can play fasting the turn after this one. We'll be fine. Talk to the hand. Tantrum. We're weak is the problem here. If we Vigilance Tantrum, we get the block now, but then we have to Tranquility at the end of turn, or play a Protect. I kind of like that. Yeah, I kind of like that. Actually, we can play Safety. I'm going to Vigilance Tantrum. Actually, never mind. By hitting him, I'm going to not need to play any blocks. Gain Dex. Hit him again. Hit him again. 54 damage Conclude. Pretty decent. We have 2 more turns. This is your fasting turn. We're not going to play Lesson Learned. Or actually, it's not going to get a kill, let's say. Fast. Made a Smite free. I'm going to play this for slowness. Should have tantrumed. Oh, no, we were already in tantrum state. Okay, that's fine then. 1. You're hitting for 80. We are going to, I think, kill you on this turn. I'm going to keep Conclude in case we need it to kill you. I hope not. That's 30 damage, plus 24, plus 25. What's 30, 24, and 25? Something like 80 damage, and we have to spend all of our energy on it too. So I don't think we're going to be able to Lesson Learn kill you. Kill. 30, 24, 30. That's 84 damage. It's not enough to kill you. If I potion, we can kill you. We could also just block. 2 protects gets us there, and then on the next turn we can kill him. So like if I tantrum, Tranquility, Safety, we can kill you on the next turn and save a potion. Yeah, I kind of like that. We're not going to get the Lesson Learned, but we can always try to stall. So, this is for block. Then we need to Safety and Protect. You're dead whenever I want you to be dead, and I think I want you to be dead kinda now. We're in Divinity. Well, you're definitely dead if I want you. The only question is, can I stall? We have 10 energy. This is a good turn to stall if we can make it happen. I think we should hit you once. Because now you are on lethal. We have one turn to draw Lesson Learned, but we might be able to make it happen. So I'm going to stall. There we go. He's dead regardless. There's no way that he's not gonna die. And we don't have Lesson Learned, so, you know... yeah. You live with it. Question card. Counteracts Busted Crown, finally. Honestly, decent relic to get at this stage. We have to take the key. We have to go here. Upgrade all cards, yield a full, obtain a rare relic. Rare relic. Easy. Hopefully it's a good relic. Hexaghost should not be a problem. It's gonna hit hard, but actually fasting is great here. Actually devotion is great here. Made smite free, lovely. Made deceive reality free. I mean, it's something. You are doing, how much is that? 42 damage? It's 43 block. We want Talk to the Hand. We want Conclude. We want Defend, because one defend works. Although actually, we're going to gain enough block by Talk to the Hand, so we can dump all basic defends at this point. Talk. We're going to Tantrum. Follow up. Smite. Conclude. I'd like to upgrade Talk to the Hand, but we just need to wait for Lesson Learned to hit it. You're doing 24 damage. Tranquility. Protect. I defend. Gonna keep everything. Can gain block, which is kind of nice. 21 damage times 3. That will kill you. Can't help but feel you haven't figured this out yet. I'm trying not to kill you whenever possible. You need to live. So there you go. There's enough block. Might as well play it. Now you're doing 12 damage. That's not a problem. Dump, 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 dump. It's either this turn or the next turn. I'm gonna dump cards that are retained because it doesn't matter. On the next turn, Stone Calendar is gonna go off. And we also have attacks, and there's Lesson Learned. So, ooh, it's not enough to kill. This'll do it. Basic Strike! Fossilized Helix! It's so good! Empty Body is also really nice, but we only have one card that enters Calm. It doesn't really fit what we're trying to do, even though it is really good. Especially because we're not doing a lot of damage otherwise, so we can enter in Wrath a little bit more easily. It's upgraded, I'm gonna take it. You are the one I did not want to find. So we can never play Distilled Chaos with Conclude in our draw pile. We have to get it out of the draw pile. So what we're gonna do is play our good powers, murder enemies, 10, 13. I might have to play Lesson Learned to kill you guys. I could just protect though. Let's make sure you die next turn. And let's make sure we take no damage. One attack will kill you. If I do this, one attack will kill you. Well, a conclude will kill you. We gain dex. I want to make sure that we don't just suffer horrible disasters on this combat encounter. So I'm going to slow play it a little bit. Perseverance. We need to get further into the draw pile, I think. But I'm going to keep it because it is block. This is extremely good. So that kills you. It's Gremlin Horn. It's the best thing ever, although we still can't kill you. $25 is a lot of damage. I could tantrum. We'd get draw out of it, but then we'd take double damage. It might honestly be worth it, because by tantruming, we take 25 damage off, and the Reptomancer we can attack. But I think I'm actually just going to go Distilled Chaos. So we got Conclude in hand. And we got Dex up. That's actually really good. That's a great turn. Let's get some retains in hand. Now I hate having played Lesson Learned, but I felt like we needed to play it. But maybe we did. Maybe we could have done otherwise. Anyways, you're doing 34 damage. I can get a decent amount of block. You being weak means we will get enough block. You're doing 25 damage. Defend Empty Body gets us there. Let's play another attack. Gain that dex. We're 7 dex up right now. That's pretty good. We're 1 energy down, but we're 7 dex up. So there's no point in stalling. I'm just gonna hit as hard as I can. Yeah, you're not doing anything. Tantrum. Crush joints. You're toast. You're toast. You're toast. Pear and Fairy in a Bottle. Good cards. Signature move. We do need more offense, but we have smites. A third protect. Pre-upgraded. I'll take it. We're at basically full HP. I kind of feel like going for another elite fight, and we have another shop as well. I think you take Tungsten Rod. Ooh, or Turnip. You don't have to worry about frailty. It's a tricky one. We can't get both. Tungsten Rod is nice, but if we play block, it doesn't matter that much against the heart. Not being frail will help on turn 1, turn 2, or sorry, turn 2, turn 3. So much. So much. If we do this, we can also remove a card. So I'm kind of thinking we remove Parasite, and we take Turnip to not be frail for turns 2 and 3. Oh, we can't get it. I couldn't get them both, but I could get one. I think it's worth it. We could also Foresight. A second one. Powers. Make other powers free. Scrying many cards does seem pretty decent. Or we could save our money for the other shop on the next floor. I'm going to save my money. Let's save a little bit of capital just so we have something we can do on the next shop if we need it. If we're desperate. I hate that it always makes Eruption free. It's a good turn to attack, but I wish we had 3 attacks. I'm just going to strike you, and I will block. This is 21. Another 21. At least it's easy to put up that much block. Well, I gotta play one of these. So, probably a Protect. The Perseverance is going to be 14 block next turn, which is almost the same as the Protect, but it's going to be a lot cheaper. You know what, we should play this for Dex. kind of hate doing it, but I think you can slow play this guy a little bit. Once you can scry, you're going to be able to get rid of all of those burns. I will say that's a horrible turn. This is also going to be a weird turn. Talk to the hand. Yes, talk to the hand. Sash Whip. Fast. It hit Protect. We're going to play Protect. We're going to play a Defend. And then turn. 21 damage. Dump it. Dump it. No, keep the Protect. We need to put a block on this turn. Well, we're going to be playing the Tantrum and the Flash of Steel. We're going to be doing a lot of direct damage, but still. Dex. Are we going to stall on this fight like we usually do? I think we can stall a little bit. Perseverance is 26 block? Are you kidding me? Why is it getting so much block so quickly? You're doing nothing. So if you're doing nothing, I actually like this turn. We don't want to draw Lesson Learned. We want to draw next turn. We don't need to be in Tantrum state. I actually feel like gaining more Dex is okay. And we just stall. There's Lesson Learned. Empty Body is nice for energy. Oh. That helps too. Follow up! 2 potion slots! Entropic Brew! It's so good! Hell yeah! I did take Scrawl, by the way. With powers making cards free, a Scrawl actually does make sense. Dude, that's fantastic. Tropic Brew is going to be amazing. You're doing 5 damage. Well, a single Protect does get us there. Are we going to Tantrum? Maybe we don't need Scrawl. And instead we can just like... I mean, a single Defend gets us there, so maybe we just Tantrum, follow up, Strike, Smite, Defend, Stall. I keep forgetting, by the way, we have Fossilized Helix. We don't necessarily need to worry about taking a hit. We can take a hit and be okay. I don't know if I've taken hits. I just haven't been paying attention to it, really. I'm gonna Miracle just to put that in my hand. We have Tranquility, so we should be fine, but I would still like to Lesson Learned him. There it is. Sweet. Scrawl, thank you. Now it's free. Another Deceive Reality. We have enough block. It's good block, especially because of our Dex gain. Alright, you know what? You've convinced me. It's a thick deck. But we're going into the Heart fight, or the Timekeeper fight, with a Fairy in a Bottle and a Tropic Brew. Play it. Play it. Take 1... I'm not taking 1 damage. We need to keep that buffer alive, so I'll do it like this. I could have probably saved another card, but oh well. Let's get energy back. Foresight. 32? I can't get there. So I'm actually going to save Smites in order to hopefully get more decks in the future, but there's no reason playing cards if we can't put up enough block on this turn. This seems like a good turn for Erupting. We have 5 cards. Erupt, Smite, Smite, Flash of Steel, something else. Erupt. Flash of Steel. Fasting. That's a great card. And then we will Sash Whip and Smite. Decent damage. We still have the Tranquility in hand, so we're safe. And I'm learning, that's an important part of Tranquility. It means you're safe. You're not dead. I hit a Protect. That's very good. We're going to talk to the hand. Are we? If we talk Smite Smite, we gain Dex, but we have 0 energy. We can only play a Protect for 23 block. We'll have 27 block, and you'll be doing 45 damage. 27 block for 45 damage? I'd rather take less. So I think we're gonna Tranquility now. I will still talk to the hand, but then we'll probably Protect. I'll take 5 instead. Currently calm. I have a lot of energy next turn. 4 smites. Actually, just dump the strike. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more attack. Keep Perseverance, dump Deceive Reality. Okay, we got what we wanted. Three, 4, 5. 6, 7. Gained 2 Dex on 1 turn, did like 300 damage. He is going to try to keep himself alive. Seems like a good turn for a Scrawl and a Smite. Do a whole lot of damage. Get lesson learned. 38, I need one more attack. I almost didn't get it, but we got it. And talk to the hand, finally got upgraded, love it. So we're gonna fight the elites in Act 4. I'm not gonna rest for 1 HP. We are going to upgrade a card. Not many that need to be upgraded, but I think Sash Whip is the most important. 2 weakness is going to matter, probably. 1 strength might matter. More weakness. I actually really like blind. We need weakness against the heart, and I feel like I'm not that well at applying it. Now, we cannot remove a card if we add blind, but I still think we need blind. We can take blind and take potions, is what we can do. That's so good as well, but I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take a speed potion. Okay, there we go. That's all of our money. We got some decent potions. No artifacts, so unfortunately we can't get permanent dex from that, which would be awesome. That's okay. Now, I would love it if the Spire Spear on the right was weakened, and the Spire Spear on the left would hit my buffer on the next turn. So we're going to protect. Crush Joints follow-up. End turn. Milkjug's right. With Scry, I don't really need to remove cards as much as I otherwise would. But on top of that, I feel like having the weakness is going to be more important than removing a single curse. That's my thought there. Smite's free. We would like to play free cheap attacks in order to gain Dex, so I am going to play it. I'm going to Miracle. I'm going to Protect, but there's a small chance we can draw Fasting. And by drawing this, we now gain more block from the Protect. Now, unfortunately, I can't Sash Whip for weakness. I should have checked if I could have done that first. That's silly of me. But we can put up quite a lot of block on this turn. 20, 21, 34. $34 plus another 24 plus another 5. Is that enough? I mean, this is the big turn. If I can keep my buffer, this is perfect. But Sash Whip is not activated. Could take a colorless potion and hope it's a cheap attack. But I'd rather save potions if we can. If I run the math, I think we'll be fine. But let me just run the math completely. 21 plus 13. That's 34 block. Plus another 24. 34 and 24 is 58. Plus 5. That's 62 block. I think we have 62 block. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 62 block. All right. That means we keep the buffer. 63 block. And then next turn, hopefully the buffer just, activates on the left and we just go all out on attack on this turn. This is a good turn for it too. So we're gonna try to kill the one on the left first. He's easier to kill in general anyways. Dude, and we can keep our buffer. So this is doing 19 damage. Okay. That's an extremely good play. Lesson learned, we might be able to make it work. It is 12, 13, 14. It is 19 block, which means that if we play Vigilance, we take no damage. But I might want to attack on this turn. But if we Vigilance Tantrum, we'll get energy back. We can always Tranquility at the end of turn and maybe try to stall out a Lesson Learned. We have a couple of cards that are not upgraded, but mostly it's just basic defends. Defend, Protect, Tantrum, Flash of Steel, Blind. Not really that important. So I think I'm actually just going to keep these cards. We can use, very nice. Talk to the hand. I'd rather keep Tranquility in hand. So I'm gonna slow play this slightly. Oh, but you know what? I do want to get decks up. We have enough decks. I think we have enough decks. We have 40 block in Protect Perseverance. So I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna Calm. I'm gonna end turn. We are not gonna Tantrum. Cross Joints is fine. We take no damage. Our buff, as long as our buffer is still active, I don't really care what you do. You can't hurt me. You will never be able to hurt me. Also, you are totally completely dead. I think we stall for Lesson Learned though. I really do not want to overkill him by that much. And he's not doing anything. Next turn he's taking the turn off as well, so we can just play our blocks. I'll play the safety. We have plenty of attacks in hand to kill him if we need to. I want him to buff himself while we draw. Lesson learned. Necessary? No. And it doesn't matter because blind literally cannot hit multiple enemies, but still. Mental Fortress, it is a power, it is block, I'll take it. I never take this card even though I hear it's good for Divinity, so maybe it'll be good for us here. We need to keep Buffer alive, so we will Empty Body on turn 1. But then, we will Foresight, battle him fast, And I am going to make you weak. There's no point in keeping lesson learned. We'll make you weak. Keep the protect, keep the miracle. No point using potions. These are for if we need them. And we should be happy to use them if we feel like we will need them. We might be able to get a bit of energy out of the follow-up. I think I'd rather block, though. Sorry, not energy and dex out of the follow-up. We'll keep it. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I can see this. We need to put up block first, though. So, deceive. Then we can crush, follow, smite, gain dex, give me the miracle. Now you're doing 30 damage. A protect safety gets us there. So we keep the buffer alive. On this turn, we might want to let the buffer drop, just so we can hit super hard. And I love getting powers out. So I think you defend. Well, we'll defend. We might be able to make vigilance free. Devotion, it did. Mental fortress, hit a protect, whatever. Vigilance. 22, that'll be 54 block, not enough, so we're not going to play it. We're going to lose the buffer, but it's partially by design. Excellent. That's actually totally okay and fantastic and wonderful. Now, block. Talk to the hand. Now we can start playing attacks when we draw them. Flash of Steel. Give me a smite. We gained dex. I'm actually just going to dump the slime. I'll keep a smite in hand so we can maybe get more dex every turn. But I really do not want that. Slime in my deck. Get out of here. What are you doing? Shoo. I can play 3 attacks. It's awkward, but I can. Dude, where's my fasting? We not played it yet? That is unfortunate. You're only doing 60 damage. We can get enough block, but it's going to cost a lot of energy. I hate it. We okay taking a bunch of damage? Maybe we're okay speed potioning here. That'll get me nearly all the way there, and then I can... What? Smite. I need energy. In 2 turns, we'll have Divinity. That's a turn he's taking off, so if he saves Smites for that Divinity turn, that'd be okay. Okay. I think I'm going to color this potion. And Mayhem could be good. The problem with Mayhem is that if it plays Conclude, it could literally kill you because you end your turn. I'm going to take instead Flash of Steel. If we didn't have Conclude, I would take Mayhem. Especially losing the buffer already, but we can't do it now. Unfortunate. I'm not going to use the Dex potion. I'm going to stall on that. Got Pen Nib. Well, Pen Nib. One more attack gains Dex. I think what I'm going to do is Perseverance Conclude. We don't gain the Dex before we play the Protect, but we still gain the Dex, and we can dump Conclude while playing it. We keep a Smite for when we get Divinity, which is going to happen in 2 turns. We need to play Weakness. So you're doing 47 damage, I see. We're 8 Dex up. So that'll be 20, that's like 35 block right there. We can play Protect. We're not doing anything else with our turn, though. That's honestly okay. Because we're punching through his protection. We're going to be able to play Smites on this turn. Maybe even a Sash Whip. Maybe even Eruption. So dump Empty Body. Let's see what we got. You have 4 block and triple damage. All right, you know, that works. So, Flash of Steel. Follow up. Sash Whip. Gain Dex. Flash of Steel. Smite. Smite. Gain Dex. Smite. Scrawl. Crush Joints. Gained Dex. Now, we can't do any more damage. Tantrum doesn't do anything. It'll go back into our draw pile. Is that enough to kill him? We're on Pen Nib. So this is going to do not 42 damage 3 times, but... Well, I mean, it's going to do significantly less. It's going to do half damage because we'll lose Pen Nib, and then a third of that because we won't be in Divinity. So this is going to do a sixth of the current damage. It's going to do like, what, 8 damage 3 times or something? I'm not actually running the math. 7? It's going to do 7 damage 3 times. Not that good. We're going to have to stall for 1 more cycle. Right now he's going to gain 2 strength and a beat of death. But we have a lot of blocks coming up. So I think you honestly just Vigilance and continue to stall. Although, well, I mean, it doesn't matter to play Tantrum. What do we gain block? Who cares? I don't want it in my draw pile. I want to dump it. I want to go fast. Thank you, Stone Calendar. So we want blocks. We don't need a basic defend, though. Although, it's probably better value than a protect if we have another one. Really want weakness, but didn't get it. This might be a speed potion turn. I think I'm also going to pop Entropic Brew. What the hell is this? Upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of combat. Well, we do have 2 cards in hand that can be upgraded. 3. So, there you go. That's fantastic. What the hell was that? Lovely. Block. Doing 90 damage. Well, 90 damage is actually relatively straightforward to get to. I'm taking 2 damage. We're gonna win. The heart is going to die, and it's gonna be a relatively straightforward win as well, which is nice. There we go. Conclude. Let's just make sure. I don't want to fudge the numbers. No, it's not going to kill you. You're not vulnerable. Okay, conclude will not kill you. In that case, give me a trank. Then conclude. We take 1 damage, and you should be killed. Easy. I think we had a very good deck here. Fully upgraded. Thank you very much, lesson learned like usual. And good powers. I have to say, I think my favorite card, well, I mean, my favorite card in the Watcher deck is probably lesson learned. But like a card that I take a lot and other people might disagree with is Battle Hymn. Getting that free, relatively good value attack every single turn, I've taken it basically on every run it showed up, and I've loved it. The Battle Hymn to get a 12 damage for 1 energy card. In the Watcher deck, when you can sometimes get a lot of energy with, the Miracle, with Relics, of course, but also with Calm and exiting it, I really like Smites. Smites are fantastic. But, yeah, the fasting as well. I'm trying to find it. Where is it? I'm losing my mind. There it is. The extra strength and dex gain has been great. I will say you can't do this card on 3 energy. I think going down to 2 energy after you play fasting is not sustainable, because the 4 strength and 4 dex, yeah, it's permanent strength and dex for the rest of combat, but you lose out on being able to play an extra card, or sometimes multiple extra cards if you have free cards and you can kind of combo off of it. So I think you do need to have at least 1 energy relic to make fasting worth it. I love getting multiple energy relics, so going to 5 energy and playing a fasting is the best thing in the world, because the extra strength and dex is multiplied every card you play. If you play 2 cards a turn, that's a total of 8 strength, 8 dex, or 4 and 4. If you play 4 cards a turn, all of a sudden that's 16 total benefit of the strength and dex. So you want to have energy if you're playing fasting, and, you know, we got a very early mummified hand, and I just took every single power we could. It was great. Membership card in the shop, very useful. We had a lot of good purchasing there. Bit of a thick deck, but with the scrying from Foresight, you can have a thicker deck and make it functional. You can draw attacks when you need attacks, blocks when you need blocks. You know, if the enemy's not attacking, dump your blocks, try to get attacks and wrath. Boom, go to town. It is a good deck. I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. I think we performed very nicely. And we had a lot of luck on it too. I mean, lucky run. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs. And I hope to see you here again for the next run of Slay the Spire.